Long time no see. This is Faith at House Fraud Homestead. It's been 5 months. A lot has happened in that time. I'm finally to a place where things are not up in the air and getting resettled. So I feel like I can come on here and make a quick update. And we're slowly getting to the thriving point after surviving and recombobulating. So I figured I'd just hop on real quick and fill you guys in and hopefully get into a more regular cadence with this. I say that every time, and you know how that goes, but we'll see. So, since the last video, my partner Mike moved in October, and it's been great having him here. I don't know what I did without him. So, we're actually engaged. I never thought I'd do rings and things like that. He's kept me in flowers just because, I think for all but 10 days of that 4 month time frame. He just started a new job, so I'm changing schedules somewhat and finding myself with more time in the morning. So hopefully that translates to a little bit more time to film. I'm slowly getting a sense of when people are in the house and out of the house, and when it'll be quiet, when they'll be disruptive to people. So right now, there's less disruption. 2 out of 4 people are out of the house. We are still in the co-housing situation. It's been up and down, and something that we kind of had to figure out the hard way is that adults in community need a lot of structure. A lot of rules are more necessary than you think they are to facilitate uh, cooperation and harmony. We've got 8 cats in the house now. That's been up and down because cats will cat. Stress in the cats translates to stress in the humans and vice versa. So we're still working that out, but we're in a better place now with working together and being together against the problem. Slowly getting settled into not just learning how to live together, but working together to make things better. We'll be planting out our big greenhouse soon. I'm going to put wedding flowers in there. That'll be really fun. Trying to fortify ourselves as a household unit against whatever's happening in the world. I really want to start talking about ways to build community and resilience within our homes. I'm still very much on that kick. Other things that have changed, I'm letting myself be a little higher maintenance. I think I kind of fetishized for a while the notion of being low maintenance and living low impact and being maximally efficient with resources to a point of austerity. And I've talked about this before, the artificial austerity and imposition of that, but I'm letting myself do my nails. I'm going to do weird stuff with my hair soon because I can. I've had to kind of learn to let myself be an object of consumption in ways that are balanced, I guess, and not make it a zero sum game if I pour into myself, because I find that when I pour into myself, I ripple out from there, and that is more sustainable than putting myself last. And it's one of those cliches that everyone talks about, like you can't pour from an empty cup and things like that. But living in community really mirrors back where anybody is off. Um, I think it's easy to fetishize solitude because you can kind of just ooze out, and all of your imperfections aren't really felt by anybody, including yourself. Maybe unless you're self-reflective to a fault like I am, but um, no, I've had to really prioritize my own well-being in this situation because if I'm off, everybody's off, and that was a rude awakening for me because I like to tell myself that, if I'm just running around cleaning and in a small panic attack just fixing things up, it's not impacting anybody, but it sets a tone. And chilling out has looked a lot more like letting other people pick up the slack. And I was sick for a few months in December. We're not sure if it's stress related or autoimmune or what the hell happened, but I couldn't drive for 3 weeks. So that was a time of learning how to step back and receive and let other people step up. And that was necessary and important, I think, for building trust amongst everybody as well, because I had been kind of the self-imposed leader for a time, and I learned the hard way where I'm not inspiring confidence. Um, we ended up taking a step. I stepped down from leadership after we had kind of a falling out, and my soon-to-be ex-husband Keegan stepped up into that role, and that's working a lot better. He's a scrum master. He has tons of corporate leadership experience. That's been working much better than me speaking with authority. I don't seem to have, and I don't necessarily want authority. I had tried to step into it because I felt like it was expected of me, and I'm finding that that's not really my preference either. I have standards and I can hold myself to those standards, but I don't really feel a strong drive to push and prod people into meeting my standards for me. That just doesn't sit right. So, um, Keegan's much better at aligning people to a shared goal and troubleshooting and making everyone feel heard. That's just more of his natural gift and skill set he's built than mine. So that's been better. I'll probably do a separate video if I have my druthers on, lessons from living in community and what we're figuring out about all that. So it's not all packed in here. Not dancing quite as much as I used to, which is kind of sad. Being sick for as long as I was kind of took me out of the swing of things with that. I had to drop a lot of the more committed dance things I was doing. But my new partner Mike and I are getting into Waltz Club, which would be a lot of fun. I did that 10 years ago, and it's dressing up and going to a fancy hotel and waltzing to a live orchestra, and it's just fantastic. So it's been nice to have a partner who wants to dress up and dance and do all the pomp and circumstance and things like that. There's been quite a bit of wedding planning that's happening in May. Going to be very, very small. I'm actually doing it at the bed and breakfast where I grew up. It's under new ownership now. My mother is perma-banned from the property, so it's going to be kind of a reclaiming of my ancestral homeland, if you will. And Mike and I met there, so may or may not talk about wedding stuff on this channel. It's kind of where my head's at right now, but it's been fun. I never thought I would get one of these. It's still a little awkward because the divorce isn't final, and it's scandalous to say out loud with anything but the full context, but we're all happy in our new relationships, and there's no animosity there. He's giving me away at the wedding, so I had to learn, because this was my first time going out last night, in the ring with the square dance crowd, who just knew as of a month or two ago that I was getting divorced, that if I'm happy and I'm not hurting anybody, I have nothing to be ashamed of, even if it's improprietous or scandalous. So I'm just learning to kind of just be happy for myself and be happy with my new partner and not overthink too terribly much. Easier said than done sometimes. I am on a health kick right now to get a lot of autoimmune chronic illness stuff back under control. I had let that slip a little bit with my hedonism lifestyle for the last year. I'm trying to get that back under control because I would, if all goes well, like to conceive this year and be the optimally optimized vessel for that. So we'll see what nature will permit, but a lot of the timeline with all this stuff is, kind of racing my biological clock. But I think I can get it together in time for that. So that's kind of what's going on. Cats are mostly well. Humans are mostly well. We're learning. We're growing. We're slowly getting to a point of thriving over surviving and optimizing the lifestyle we've put in place. But I don't regret it. Even in the hard times when there's friction, it still feels like it was the right choice to make. It hasn't really rendered yet why we all came together, but I definitely feel like we're gonna feel that soon. Um, and it's a big experiment. It is a big commitment to authenticity at the expense of propriety and comfort in some ways. But it's been good. Background here. This is a 5 by 5 foot original oil painting of Janis Joplin that came with my partner Mike. It's been in his possession for some time, and we're playing records. He's a big music buff, so it's gotten a lot more bohemian around here. There's more music in the house, which is a lot of fun. The younger kids are playing music with him, and he's teaching them, and that's been really cool. I've baked with the kids a few times. They've helped in the garden, so the opportunities aren't as frequent as I think any of us would like, but those little moments where everyone's just kind of playing together and working together really feel good. They really feel aligned and like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So hopefully more of those as the weather warms up. A little bit less cabin fever with everybody cooped up. And yeah, hopefully more time to talk to you guys about various things. I am on TikTok semi-regularly. If you guys want to follow me over there, I'm also House Fraud Homestead over there. I don't post anything of real depth, but that's an easier, lower barrier to entry platform for me to just post random stuff on. So I'm on there periodically, and you're welcome to follow me over there. I'm not as active on Facebook these days, but on TikTok, I've found I have sufficient. I can't remember if it's TikTok or YouTube. I'll have to look. I have sufficient followers to do lives. So if that would be of interest, let me know. I'd be happy to just put you guys on while I make cat food or while I'm baking, to give you a dome tour, that kind of thing. That would be fun for me. I'd love to get to know you guys better. A lot of cool people have been commenting, even in the down period, and I'd love to have this be more of a community, not to like monetize or grow into anything particular, but just for fun, you know? I'm just kind of curious what everybody else is up to and what's of interest to talk about and where everybody else is at. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Hopefully just do more of these less frequently, lower the barrier to entry. I'm still very much in the mindset of not putting such a wall of perfectionism up that I don't do anything at all. So I'm not made up. I'm not dressed up much. I've been trying to just put on my thing has been earrings and not makeup, earrings and perfume to just wear around the house and feel like a human. That's kind of how I know I'm presentable for the day. Trying to do myself up to go out a bit more because Mike is a clothes horse, so it's been fun playing dress up together. But yeah, hope to hear from you guys, even just about yourselves. Hopefully we'll get a pulse back in this channel. I think we're mostly over the hump of the adjustment period. So take care and talk soon, hopefully.